So when you have this text, for whatever reason, the rasterize has to be right-clicked on here, or you just can go up into Layer and do it up through here, so you can rasterize the layer from here, Type or Layer or All Layers. But if you just right-click on it here, it'll give you that section, and then the gradient tool. And keep in mind all the tools are kind of tucked away in here, but it'll give you this foreground to transparent. And just make sure that you have this highlighted and shift key that up in that direction. So that's kind of the beginning. And then the rest is just a couple of using that piece. So here's the gradient showing you that section. And then it goes into the filter, and if you haven't seen the filters separately, there's a gallery that shows up, and it'll enlarge the type that you have and all these options that you see. Plastic wrap when you click or click on this side. And when you take a look at the dimensions that they have for the detail, you can experiment with it to see how far. And this you can move around with the hand tool or command minus, make it a little bit smaller to see what's happening in there. So to give you that look to it. And then from there, the last two sections is pretty simple. Just taking the curves. Now, if you go to Image Adjust and do the curves from up here, it'll work, but it'll apply it right directly to the layer. You can't back out of it. So down at the bottom of the Layers panel, when you click here, you have all the same functions here that come up, and this icon right next to it will clip it so that you see it move over. And another way to do that is just the Option key and click, but here right in the palettes menu allows you to do that. And when you see this curves, we've used it a little bit before, but it just kind of, when you think of it, almost rides it right along the type to give you that look to it. And you can adjust all these pieces and experiment with it. And if you don't like it, just trash the layer and do it again, and it'll reset itself. And then they go through and do a secondary layer of curves. So again, down at the bottom, you'll see it has the curves right here. Do the same where it attaches itself to this, and you can follow the example or experiment with it and come up with a better location of it. But again, it's just trying to get you the feel for this, depending on how far you take it to get that chrome text. And then the last part is they're just giving you a little bit of a bevel and emboss onto the initial layer. When you take a look at it, the gloss contour is changed to get more of the chrome look. So here's the drop shadow. So when you take a look at this, this is the gloss contour. So in the layer that you have, just be careful you grab the right layer. So you have all these pieces depending on how far down you want. So this one is the layer. When you double click on it, take a look. They have the bevel and emboss, so you can move it across. Turn that off so you can see it. And then here's the gloss contour. And sometimes this works. You can set your own, or you can go into the presets that they have, a couple sections on there that you can adjust and see what the look comes across. And then beyond that, they just have a few samples for you to take a look at from here, using the background piece, so you can offset it, gives it a nice segment behind it. So here's the layer. Just click on it, take the Marquee selection tool, just select this. Now the gradient is already set to black and white, but if you double click on it or change the colors, you can pick one that's already highlighted, and you can double click on here to change the coloring and edit it right from there. So these little color stops that give you a little bit more control over it. That gives you that section. Click OK, and here's the gradient. And deselect that. And again, you can to get comfortable placing this out. It's very simple to make the screenshot there. So it'll give you that style for it. Command Shift and 4.